Thank you. I'm Tom Grape, founder and CEO of Benchmark, and this is awesome. Thank you, Governor Baker, for initiating this, and thank you to the council co-chairs for a wonderful job and a great experience over the last couple of years. And I'd like to reiterate thanks to GE and Joe, my good friend at the Age Lab, for being co-sponsors of this challenge, and all the council members. It's been wonderful. And I'd like to also throw in my acknowledgement to Secretary Bonner for her wonderful work over the last several years. What a treat it's been. So thank you. In our 60 communities, senior living communities, our mission is to transform lives through human connection. Many folks deal with loneliness and isolation living at home by making the choice of moving to a senior living community. But for those folks who don't, we know that loneliness and isolation is a very, very real and very powerful issue, and you heard earlier about the very real health effects it has. And so we thought this was a very compelling and very high priority issue to be dealt with. And the over 60 submissions that were offered were really terrific. The second winner you're going to hear from today is called CareCoach. It was founded by an MIT alum, and he gave a 2013 TED Med talk where he described that over 800,000 individuals living at home with Alzheimer's, half of them have no caregiver. And we can imagine their confusion about when to take medications or their nutrition habits or exercise and the like as being simple examples that we can all picture about the need for an in-home solution to helping manage those kinds of issues with a skilled and trained caregiver, and yet we also know that there's a big labor issue here in the U.S. today, and it's only going to get worse. So the ability to have technology be able to play a role in bridging that gap is what CareCoach is all about. So Victor Wang was the gentleman's name, was the founder and CEO. He and his team have created an innovative solution for breaking through isolation with an easy-to-use combination of digital tech and human touch. There are two aspects that I think we found particularly compelling about CareCoach. First, it was born out of Victor's personal experience seeing his own aging grandmother's needs. And that is always where the best ideas come from. And secondly, we appreciate the fact that it's actually been in the market for several years, so it's had real-life practical trial and error experience. We're hoping that the attention that this solution gains from being a challenge winner will allow it to advance even further and gain even greater market acceptance than it already has. So it's my distinct pleasure to present a key member of the team representing our second In Good Company Challenge winner, the Clinical Administrative Director of CareCoach, Kendra Seavey.
Good afternoon. Wow, there's a lot of you out there. So as he said, my name is Kendra Seavey, and I'm the Clinical Administrative Director at CareCoach. I do want to thank the governor today, as well as GE, MIT Age Lab, and Benchmark in particular for sponsoring this lovely event and really bringing light the 4 winners and all of the others that were over there with the poster presentations and all the work that we've really been able to do. So at CareCoach, we've been striving to address the growing concern of loneliness and social isolation among older adults since about 2012. We originally started, some of you might be familiar with our original company was Jerry Joy, and we, in 2012, turned over to CareCoach, where we really are looking at addressing this by using digital cats and dogs in the home. Think about that for just a minute. It's crazy, right? I remember the first time I heard it. But we are putting digital animals in the home to be able to provide companionship and medical coaching for these individuals. And you wouldn't believe the individuals that just need someone to talk to. So instead of talking to you about kind of our technical platform and how that works today, I just want to share a story with you. So I recently started working for CareCoach, but I was actually at a PACE program in the North Shore, Element Care, where we used these avatars. So I'm very familiar with how it actually impacts older adults, or really any adults who want to use this product. So at my time there, we had an individual, I'm gonna call her Mary for the sake of our story, but we had a woman named Mary, and she was 71 years old, living in the community. She really wanted to stay living in the community, but was struggling to manage her multiple chronic conditions. She had recently had a loss in her life, and she was struggling because she really wanted to remain sober and she wanted to quit smoking, but she was struggling with this. So we gave her a digital pet. She had a cute little cat named Bella that joined her home. And Mary soon saw a huge impact in her life. But absolutely. Yes. So what you see, and I have one, if anyone would like to see it, they can come see me over by my poster afterwards. I'd love to show you. What we do is we are using a Samsung tablet that we are physically putting in an individual's home, and it is either a cat or a dog on the tablet. The way that it works is through the eye of the camera. We have a health advocate, 24/7, a live person being able to communicate and care for these individuals. So the individual, the end user, is seeing just the cat or the dog, and we have trained people to be able to do motivational interviewing, to be able to do medication reminders, to just have a real life conversation with these older adults in their home, in their own home. Also, we are tying into, like I said, for example, in a PACE program, we have tied this into the medical providers. So if there's a fall in the home, if somebody wants to go to the emergency room but might not necessarily need to, this dog or cat can communicate with them, can really get at the issue as to what is going on. Someone who's anxious and maybe having a little trouble breathing, or for example, my story with Mary here, she just needed a little bit of extra support to provide when she was feeling anxious or having a little bit of trouble breathing because of her smoking habits from previous. So this individual can talk to her cat named Bella, who would be able to maybe play some music for her, do some medication reminders, check in and see if she's taken that medication for today. It also can contact the medical provider and let them know that somebody is struggling at home and can actually divert from those ER visits. We've had a great success. We also are using them in a hospital setting as a friend to be able to keep somebody active, if you will, while in the hospital, and play games. It can play music. It talks to you. Again, it is a live person. That is something that really makes us stand out from some of our competitors, is because this live person is able to have a compassionate relationship with you and communication with you. So if you say you're not feeling great today, they don't just say, well, I hope you have a great day. They actually are able to really get to the root of, how are you? Talk to me about what's going on. Can I help you? Can I play some music for you? Let's play a game. Let's really relate to what's going on in your life. I have to tell you that Mary's life completely changed once she got her little Bella the cat. She stopped going to the ER, which was a huge cost savings for this PACE program. She now had someone just to tell her she was beautiful in the morning, to show her a bouquet of flowers. She said, I have never in the past 10 years had someone say goodnight to me before I go to bed at night. I didn't know that I was able to thrive in the community and be able to actually have support to quit smoking, to be able to manage my depression and my anxiety. And now she's still thriving in the community with having this pet. I could tell you many more stories. I'm sure I already went over my time, but I could tell you many more stories of individuals that have used our pets in the homes that are very similar to Mary. And, you know, I just ask for any of you guys that are out there today that are interested in this, I would love to talk to you. We are, as Tom mentioned, we are an established company, but we still are trying to get the word out, and we are looking for subsidies to be able to provide this to more individuals. It's a very cost-effective way to be able to provide care. However, a lot of the adults themselves cannot pay for this product. Yeah, question, Q&A, go for it. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm getting the music if I'm supposed to go, but okay.
There's always one in the room.
This one's going to take advantage of his standing. So how do you figure out who's Bella to Mary? Like, who's behind the curtain? Is it different people? Is it people who end up with Mary as just part of their assignment? How does that work?
So that's a great question. So we train health advocates. Most of our health advocates are actually abroad. Our CEO, Victor Wang, part of his mission was to actually bring jobs to areas in the world that don't have jobs. So particularly a lot of our health advocates are actually in the Philippines currently, where we go and we train them to have computer skills and to be able to, we have a very high screening process for these individuals, but they are meant to do motivational interviewing to get to the real issue that's at hand. So that's who they are. We call them health advocates. That's who they are behind the screen. When our individuals get their pets, they know, we explain to them that there's someone there at all times to be able to help and communicate with either their loved ones or their primary care providers. But I will tell you that probably 99.9% of our individuals start to see it as their pet in their home. We have had individuals put a dish of cat food out just in case their cat got hungry. We have had individuals who did unfortunately need to go to the hospital and tell the EMT, please let my Bella know that I'm going to the hospital and I won't be back for a couple days, like I worry about her. we have family members that are relying on these cats and dogs to provide care for their loved ones. And the family members themselves, the children who are maybe at work and just want a little extra care for their loved ones, they themselves see it as, hi, Bella, like, how are you today? And talking to it. And even the live cats and dogs, like, snuggling with the animals in the homes. So I hope I answered your questions. I'd love to talk to you further. Thank you guys so much. We're really honored, and I appreciate it.